this. Oh, nope, we just lost it. So here's what I would say is we'll switch to a defensive posture with the Army. Army of Northeastern Virginia, 3rd Corps, Army Artillery Reserve, 5th Corps, defensive, 6th Corps is on the move. They'll stay defensive though. Guarding, yep, 7th Corps, they'll be defensive. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Oh, reminder about the way I'm doing some super chat. I'm testing this out, okay? You do a super chat of at least $2, you earn the right to like give me an order or, you know, start to dictate kind of what we're going to do, or, you know, you'll start to dictate the plan. A super chat of at least $2 earns you the right to do that. Feel free to let me know what it is you want me to do. Try not to lead me into peril. I would appreciate that. Now, I was looking at this. What do we have? Everybody now? I think we do. The Confederacy will win this engagement with a probability of 57%, and it will take many months. Okay, now, this was our issue, right? Have we finally gotten Wool's Corps out and on the railroad? Can we move them now? Here? Let's go 2 times on the rails. Go. Because they were floundering in the river here. And that was really cramping my style. Let's check out west again. I mean, for now, with us winning the war like we are, and also now we're B+, B, there it is, goes down. Kind of now with us in the credit situation that we're in, we can reinforce this army. We're going to play defense for now. The Army of the Cumberland's coming over. And then I think we'll go on the attack in the west. Building a depot out here, right? Good. Keep that up. Department of the Kentucky. Got some fun, huh? Huh? Had a good weekend myself. Weather got real good up where I am. We're into the 70s now. Yes, 4th Corps. They're on the move. Fantastic. Okay. Now let's move them to the front. Let's put them on a defend. Let's go guard. And then let's bring them right down into it. Let's go 2 times rail movement. Go. Let's get them involved in this. And all hopes are we can win that. Be in a good spot. 7th Corps now in good enough shape to move. We'll have them come down and join 6th. Make it a forced march. Wilmington Squadron. Interesting. 8 disabled ships. Okay. North Carolina Squadron. How are they doing? Come on, come on, come on. 7 disabled ships. Excellent. Okay. All right, and then I think finally we were embarking on ships and heading out to sea with the Department of the Tidewater. Yep. Bingo. Would really love to get to a coastal operation during the stream tonight, let me tell you. That would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. There's no Confederate invasion anywhere. Silly. Okay, 4th Corps. They are here with 6,400 men. Let's try and join the attack. Go. Or try to join the battle, as the case may be. Gotta watch it. These guys are still in orange, but they've got the fort. Had we upgraded this? Yeah, we're in the middle of trying to. Good. Very good. Very good indeed. Yeah, I had a good weather weekend. Got the chance to... we replanted a tree. Had to limb up a few trees for some neighbors. Broke out the chainsaw. There we go. Okay. Hey, all right. Hood's Corps fleeing in panic. Support for the rebel cause waivers. 889 casualties. We captured nearly 1,000 rifles. They lost nearly 1,300 to 1,400 men. And that battle in the Shenandoah Valley goes our Army's way. Wow. Okay, Army Potomac is all together now. And you got Hood's Corps pulling back to who knows where. Let's put Wool's Corps on a raid and then attack. That way they get harassed as they go all the way through there. Go, go, go. What kind of damage do you think we can do there? I think we'll get a pursuing a little bit here, maybe. Maybe not. But we're going to hang tight right here for just a minute. We gotta rest the troops up a bit. We've got the center wing here. Let's go attack, raid. McClellan's Corps, 12,000 men under Isaac Stevens down here under the center wing that has taken this area here. Excellent. Army of Virginia headquarters. Going to head back toward Richmond. Hood's Corps. They're going to... I don't know where they're going to go. This small army of Northern Virginia is all that they've got left. Let's guard supplies. Let's try not to damage their stuff down here. We'll probably need to use it. That was my bad. I wanted to raid to try to capture troops from them, but that was kind of stupid. I guess they're going to come down and around this way. Okay. Third Corps really not in a position to go get them. Let's go defensive. Let's build a telegraph station down here. Say right about there. And McDowell's Third Corps is going to have to stay up there near Fort Alshire. And there's just not going to be a whole lot else going on anytime real soon. Aside from this, so McCown. We could lead... Let's see here. Bayard's Corps is now in the green. 6,900 men. I think we take the Army of the Cumberland and we march over here. That's fine. I think we take Bayard's Corps and we march them down this way. I think we go offensive, scouting, offensive, yes. And we take the Army of the Mississippi's 8th Corps under Mansfield, which is in the yellow now, and we march him south as well on offensive guarding. Some of our troops are going to go now. Interesting. Now, what I'm hoping is that this will scare McCown's Corps off, because we already whooped Tappan's Corps in a battle not too long ago. There goes Hood. West Virginia is now under our control. The salt here, good. Let's turn this on to medium. The left wing will build a fort. Here we are. Wow. Let's do that. Okay, got ourselves a field battle. Just as we thought might happen out here in the West. We're not coming in like I'd like, and this is going to be an evenly matched fight. McCown's overstrength Corps against my understrength 9th Corps, but I think we'll be on the attack, and we'll be able to wait for the rest of the army. That'll be key. Wow, 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 wow. This is going to be a really good. Lieutenant General Taylor, now in command of the Army of Mississippi. Wow. Major General Cadwalader in command of all forces on the field, though we have the Army of the Cumberland also here. Let's see what we get. Again, I think we may have a bit of a lengthy deployment and march to battle. We'll have, since we're on the attack, plenty of time to work with. Yeah, indeed. Here we are on the old Shiloh battlefield. Dude. Okay. 50 guns. Yeah, that's not true. They're going to have more. Same as us. What do we have right now? So we now have about 12,000 troops to 28,000, right, on the map. Okay. We have, oh, wow, look at how they're set up. They've got these entry points here and all this here too. Okay. Well, I would say that we'll let time go by, right? So June 4th will be the day that we just muster the army, I think, and we make a crossing of Snake Creek. And we get the army positioned in these woods. We use this swamp on the left, or this neck of Snake Creek on the left, and this neck of Owl Creek on the right as the flank. We'll just go ahead and put everybody in there. Gibbs and the Cav. Bayard's Corps. And Cadwalader and the Army Artillery. The problem is, okay, we're going to need to cover this. This crossing is solid gold real estate for us. So, Davis, how about you get there? Are you part of the reserve? Okay. We'll have a battery with him. Let's bring this one over here. Let's have the rest of the reserve Cav cover this. I don't think it'll be difficult to cover it, but we'll want to try to get troops kind of up here, here, kind of through here, and then put the rest of the army, the rest of the corps that we've got kind of out right here, and we're just going to chill and wait. We'll let time go by. If they want to come get us, then they can. We're looking at, I guess, a minor victory right now somehow. I'm not really sure how that's the case. I'm guessing it's because of the condition of their troops? Question mark? It's possible. I know that I should have looked at the national strategic situation to just kind of confirm my suspicions about that. Let's have these troops just set up just a little bit more specifically, like this. You've got Gibbs Cav, which will set up on the left, infantry in the center, and then we'll be waiting like I talked about. I think that's pretty much the way that we'll deploy for starters here. Likely to be something where we fast forward quite a lot. Let's go times 5. Okay, Gibbs. Davis starts me out. He goes here. We're going to go here, and we're going to go here. And then the artillery is going to go here. And then Gibbs Cav with scouts out all around is going to go out to about here, cover these trails. Probably want to hit this high ground. Okay, then Cullum, his division. Cullum got a division now. I didn't really even realize that. I even did it myself, and I didn't remember. He's going to snap out into a single line. Lyon's division is going to do not quite that. We're going to bring them up to here. I'm going to have the guns come into the field. Here, here. Bayard. Reserve guns. Let's bring them also in the field. Cullum then goes here. Burton, can you put out scouts? No. Can put him on evasive though. Let's bring these guns out to here. And the general out with his men in the wilderness is going to have to rough it a little bit. Won't have a structure to put his headquarters together at just yet. Of course, be a good time. I lied. It's Mason Jar and a beer time right up in here, man. Let's get it. Whew. All right. Okay. Let's have these scouts come out. A lot of times they won't move when you tell them. Yeah, that's what I thought. Have these cavalry brigades come out then. Kind of here and here. Got good coverage there. These guns could probably come up. Have Gibbs get himself a little further forward. Bring those guns there. Just have the army deployed. You can see here the Confederates have come forward a good ways. That's interesting. Maybe they'll want to fight here after all. We're going to get Mansfield's 8th Corps 16 hours from now. Then Veal's Army of the Cumberland comes 18 hours. Okay, so I think they get here late this evening. Let's go 5 times. Let's see what we got. They don't look to be moving. They're in column over here. Got some more Rebs here with parapet. They're going to catch us in a real thicket. Looks like our scouts are able to see all this. Why not push them forward just a bit further, huh? Let's get the cavalry scouts out doing their work. Let's have Cullum's division reposition itself. Covering these trails right there. And let's have him just be in a supporting position to take this road and hold it. Let's go ahead and push him. Let's push him out. Do that. Excuse me. Okay. More defenses. They've got themselves a nice little network of trenches they're building out there. Interesting. What else can Merritt see? Maybe head over to Jones Field. Head over toward that way. This is smart placement by the AI right here. This is kind of impressive. I'm not going to lie. A little bit. Let's have these guns move to here. Let's have Zook's troopers move to just the other side of those heights right there. Pennington Jr. right out here. Get eyes out, boys. Looks like this is what they've got. Let's see what else Zook can see, huh? Let's take a look. Yeah. They got a strong left. There's another division. Something's there. Division. That's one corps for sure. This is where I'd have to attack right past Dill Branch. We fought a battle near here not long ago. That or find a way to flank out this way. This could be an interesting... this could turn out to be an interesting one. Hey, Meat Cutter's in. Hey, howdy, partner. Welcome on in. Appreciate you jumping in the chat, man. How's your Sunday? How's your weekend, dude? Mine was fantastic. Thank you very much. I got to enjoy some nicer weather. Gotta love it when that happens. Up there. Bayard. Head on to that hilltop. Lion. Why don't you get yourself in a line? Zook, let's make sure you evade. Merritt, same for you. Pennington Jr., same. Glad to have all the cav, right? Glad to have all the cav at my disposal. I've got a nice corps of cavalry. I don't have an official cavalry corps, but we've got recon covered. Okay, Lion's getting out into his battle line. Say we could push him out to here-ish and feel all right about it. McCollum, meantime, could go ahead and take these woods. Hey, yeah, there you go. Good job. Good work, my man. I was wondering, I was wondering if that was the handle. I was thinking to myself, oh, he's a butcher or something like that. Meat cutter, right? Good on you. Good work. Good work, my man. Good work. People need that sustenance, dude. They don't get enough protein these days. Jeez. I'm sure y'all selling that good protein too. Let's bring the Army commander up. Gibbs, he needs to be up. 10:30 a.m., just about repositioning the Army. I'd say this is about as far forward as I'm interested in getting, without any further help anyway. I don't think I want to tangle with what they've got going here. Now, they'll be in a position to attack me come morning. Now, one thing that's going to be important is I need my troops to be able to cover as much frontage up here as possible. I'd say maybe Burton needs to push to here. I think Custer could kind of take his spot right there. Davis stays. Artillery's up. And this is pure security. Like, you know, in the campaign map, it shows you with your cavalry units guarding, you know, the supply line. That's what this is in practice here in a tactical battle, right? And that's something I don't know, touched on specifically before. I like what Grand Tactician does in that it gives the AI or you something to focus on, an objective point. But also, if you really want to give the enemy army hell, you can take its off-map supply entry points as well. Now, would we be able to accomplish that in a battle like this? That is highly questionable. Unlikely, to say the least. Let's go ahead, if we can, and just send some skirmishers out front for all of these boys right here. Yeah. I will. Let's just say that it's officially still a hobby for now. So I'd be just fine. I'd be just fine freaking helping people with their meat. There'd be no doubt about that. Sorry you're not able to get to cutting as much these days, man. But hey, like you said, crack a cold one, my boy. Crack a cold one. Have you gotten into playing yet? Have you gotten into playing some Grand Tactician again? I feel like there's some people that have been inspired to jump back in and start a new campaign here or there. You know, onesie, twosie folks who have hopped on and watched. I think I remember you mentioning that you had played this game for 100 hours or so, and that now you were thinking about jumping back into a new one. Let's have these skirmishers push up a little bit. Let's form a little picket line just out here. Let's have these guys on a super defend, and Bayard. You, sir, super defend. Gibbs I won't give him any orders just yet. All right. That may look good for a screenshot battle map image. That might look good. That's all AI done. I mean, shoot, that ain't bad. AI and me. Now, my guess is that we're going to have Rebs moving on us from this side. I would love to be able to pull off a flanking move, but it's just not going to. I don't think it's going to work. This is going to be a tough battle to win. They've got us outnumbered. This is going to be a bloody one, I think, too. Well, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I hope when you're watching, you're able to pick up a thing or two here and there. I know it's a slow roll sometimes, and you could probably, if you're multi-screening it, that you'll miss plenty, right? That's just, I think that's something that I would say too. Like I see a lot of guys who are streamers who they they're really entertaining, and they're very good at what they do, but I feel like part of what I think I'd be good for is, and again, you kind of raise this, and you raise this in my mind, and we're taking a second here to chill and wait for this battle to really get going. So you remind me of what I was thinking about with this. Is that I think it can be just effective as a streamer to be the kind of guy that you can just kind of have on at the apartment, at the house, wherever. We're chilling, right? And you're doing the dishes, or you're taking care of something else, or you've got your phone on, you turn me down a little bit, but keep the noise up loud enough to know when something serious is happening, when it's time to keep an eye on the action. Like, I hope a lot of the time that is the role that I fill for folks who tune in. I get energized, and I try to create in moments that are entertaining, and I kind of try hard sometimes, and you can probably tell. And that's all fine and good. Everybody does a thing like that. But in a lot of ways, I'm just jumping on here and blabbering on and on because I like to chit chat with you guys. I like to share this stuff with like-minded groggy nuts. And I come from a background where live commentary is part of what I did in my daily work, live on-air stuff. And so just getting the chance to just jump on here and BS is kind of what I like to jump on here and do. And if that's the main attraction for anybody, that's cool, but I kind of don't ever expect for it to be. Here I am just back here saying some stuff, and maybe some of it's relatable and you jump in, but it's not as much of like a hey, look at me type deal. It's a pranks on me over here. Shutting down my headphones right when I was finishing about how much I love to hear myself blabber on about BS, about games. Yeah, but there's so many other people who love doing that now too. It's fair game. It's fair game. It's fair game. And thank you, Meat Cutter. I appreciate it. Mission accomplished. Thank you, appreciate that. And I will say the Rebs. Let's take another look right here. So they're going to end up with 41,000. They've got 27,000 in one corps on the field now. They're waiting, just like me, for their full force to come forward. I don't know if they're going to come here or here. It's Tappan's corps, and he was to the southeast. So my expectation is that they're going to come from down here. Maybe we need to start thinking about that a little bit. Does that mean that there could be a way to flank to the south? I wonder. Because a direct, I mean, if we get into a direct frontal slugging match, they have more troops. They are of lesser quality, I think, overall, because we're now kind of winning and they've lost a lot of casualties in the war. But I just don't love the idea of it being a heads-up fight like that and us. I don't think we'd come out on top, so here's what I want to do. Let's do something about it. Let's take Merritt out here. Let's see what we can see, huh? Let's do a little recon. Okay. See the armies within range of each other, but staying at arm's length. This is the sort of stuff that on campaign certainly would happen. If you know what you got in front of you and you're not feeling confident enough to launch an attack and you don't have an army commander out here that's going to, you know, get all up in your grill to do it, then, you know, you'll save your men. We're not in a desperate position over here. We don't really have to press the issue. And so we won't. Today. Not today, anyway. But I'm thinking we probably will, now that we've got all these roads, and now that we especially have this trail, I'm thinking we probably will march Mansfield's corps and as much of the Army of the Cumberland over to this crossroad, the area of this crossroad, and we're just going to go... We're going to drive right down there. We'll have to deploy out in here. Maybe the fact we have Merritt out here will help us. Let's maybe put some more cavalry out here. Let's go right here. And then Custer can come the edge of this field here. Try to get there before dark. And so, yeah, back to what I was saying before is, like, you know, I think you guys can pick up on the idea that, like, there's fellow groggy nuts out there, and I don't get to groggy nut with anybody but you guys. And so getting on here to do this and just have some dudes who want to jump in and chill is kind of really what it's about. Yeah, you know, making a little money while I'm doing it. That's freaking. It still ain't where you'd love for it to be, right? Ain't quite there yet. And I'm still working on that, and you know, we'll see. And, you know, that's the other thing is that there's people like Stoic who are really seemingly, you know, kind of rooting for the success of the channel, and that's cool. You don't, like, from the internet, you don't expect that. You kind of expect for everybody to be rooting for you to fail a lot of the time. So it's nice to have that not be the case so much. Let's go ahead. Let's take Cullum's troops. Let's just push it just a little further. Right there. Lion. Right there. Push the line a bit. Let's take this artillery forward. Here and here. Yeah, they seem pretty content to let me fiddle around out here until their other corps joins up. Tough to say exactly if this thing, I mean, you know, always tough to say. It's maybe in doubt about whether this plan of ours is a realistic one. They could have an entire, Tappan may be coming on here, and then he's able to just drive on my right as I try to drive on them. I think what we may end up having to do is positioning Mansfield's Corps as the hammer, Army of the Cumberland kind of somewhere center, reserve position maybe. Okay. These guns can come on a little bit. Just a little bit. These guns can come on right there. What do we got? 5 or 6, half a dozen watching tonight. Chilling out with a little Grand Tactician. I think Davis can move up by now. Let's have him form up in the column. Let's have him come here. Shoot, I'm going to have to run and take a bathroom break. We worked up a tinkle, boys, with the NA beer already. That was probably more the cup of Joe. Let's wait for the day to turn over and let's see where the reinforcements are coming in. That's where we want to start on that. All right. Come on now. We are getting into May. Or no, we're getting into June now. Campaign season well underway. And we'll have now much later dark. Which makes the prospects for this coming battle, I don't know, maybe that much worse. Love to see where our deployment zones end up being. I'm not going to send it to 20. I'm just never that comfortable going that fast, right? Ah, yes. General Cadwalader. He had family that did good service in the Revolution, I believe. I'm thinking though that they were. Was it a Brit though? I don't remember. I don't think so. That would be sacrilege. Never say that. An American patriot, Cadwalader, and the Cadwaladers. The Cadwaladers, as the case may be. All right. See, this is what's maybe going to be tough about this battle. Right here is tomorrow's fight is going to be an all-day deal. Yeesh. And if they've got, it doesn't look like they do, but they may build more entrenchments down this way. I bet they've got some down here. What is going to happen here, man? Here we go. Okay, where are we going to get guys? Bingo. Excellent. All right, Mansfield comes on. Boom. Veal's Army of the Cumberland is on. Boom. And we'll get to a detailed deployment of these troops when I jump back from the trip to El Baño and have enough force out there to hold that area. So that Cav continues to hold there. All right, Woods Division. Let's go ahead. Let's deploy them out. Everything will be kind of gathered here in Jones Field. You boys, don't worry about the cover so much. Have the guns up near the road. These guns back here on the trail. We'll unlimber them. This is going to be a tough one, I think. Wallace. We'll have him here. This is the Army of the Cumberland. So let's have them not worry about cover. Reset. Boom. All right, so that's the two divisions of the Army of the Cumberland. We've got 9.6 for entrenchments. I'd say we could probably, let's bring these guys back for right now. So 9.6 for entrenchments. We could probably do something up this way. Build some breastworks. Just go here. Like that. And say we do some more out this way on the flank, because I think this will be where they'll want to come get us. So like here. All right, won't be able to build them all. Okay. So what I think I want to do there is, basically change things completely. Pennington Jr. You and Gibbs Cav. Let's just have them just all out reform up here. Let's have Cullum on the entrenchments here. And his division. Getting a little more precise about our placements here. We'll have Ransom's brigade deployed right behind the guns right here with the skirmishers out front. Kearney right up against those breastworks. McConnell, those with Lyon up near his troops. Cullum up near his. Merritt redeploys to here. The rest of the cavalry. So we'll have these guns. Wow, how would they do out here? How would they do right up in here? How would they do right up in here? Not so great. They would do pretty well there, though, so I think I may keep them around there. Then the rest of the cavalry stays there, guarding the flank with Gibbs. And then Davis's cav back out into a line. What kind of weapons do they have? Mixed cavalry weapons? Yeah, no. Probably put them kind of right up toward the front, holding this sector. Custer. Yeah, this will kind of be almost like a Napoleonic setup here. With Cav holding this sector entirely here in these woods behind the slope a bit. We could have dismounted Cav fighting and holding these woods. What do we got for weapons? Mixed cavalry weapons. Joslin rifled carbine, which will be able to see pretty good way, and then the Smith carbine. So let's take this brigade and put it out front. Custer, have him out front here, and then Davis behind. What kind of weapons do we have here? Colt revolving rifles. Oh my. Merritt, they've got Smith carbines. Okay, they could actually do a good job holding the left here, I think. Helping to hold the left anyway. Okay, these guns. There we go. That's not a bad spot for them right there along that gun line there looks pretty good. Bayard, your corps. Let's put you in this field here. Then Cadwalader with the Cav, Army Cav, helping to hold the left. Okay. Then Wallace, say here. And we'll get specific. Let's back these boys up. Let's get the guns in a better spot. Okay, maybe that wasn't a better spot. Maybe this is. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's a good spot right there, I guess. Also, we got a little trouble with morale, it looks like. Beatty and Burnside. Sickles behind. Put him in a column. We'll have Wallace right with him to rally. All right, so we'll have that. And then, again, we're going to try to get Mansfield. And I would get Wood up here first, kind of helping to rally these boys. They won't be making the attack. These guns here. Let's go ahead, put those there, unlimbered. And we'll have these kind of in reserve, watching out that way. Carter with the rest. Okay, this is the Army of the Cumberland's reserve artillery here. Kind of watching out here on the right. And then we'll have Mansfield's corps ready to deploy out. Again, with these crossroads at the center of their deployment. And be ready to attack with the support of Wood. And hopefully eventually get to the point where we can 2-on-1 over here. But we're going to have to be aggressive. We're going to have to be pretty aggressive with this. Let's go columns with Heinzelman's division. Let's go same here with Nagel. And then lastly, Sanford's division. These guys have been around for a while now. And the artillery. Boom, boom. Mansfield. Okay. And what we'll end up doing, since Mansfield's corps is going to be all in column, and so when he gets out there, we're going to have him get out there, form up, then form up again. So it's just getting him deployed out there is probably going to take all morning, most likely. I'm also thinking it might be a mistake to spread our army out like that. Maybe I'm thinking again about this. Let's see what we got here in chat. We got some folks chiming in. General Cadwallader. Prestigious family, man. Maybe instead we push ahead with Mansfield just kind of through here. And he aims to push and and take these two crossroads here, these fields, try to take this crossroad here, and literally just put more immediate pressure on this flank. If they want to come attack me here, you know, they can be my guest. But I'd say we take, who's probably the best? 5th Brigade, no. These guys, no. No, no, no. Not really, nope. Sanford's division. Okay, let's switch this up. Let's go in these files like this. Okay. Okay, get off the cover. Just like this. Sanford, right? Okay, let's go Nagel. Oh, I got a car alarm going off. I hope that's not mine. Let's do that. Veal. Oh, no. Shoot. Wrong division. Oh, it was not my car alarm. Good. Nagel, let's try to get him lined up just a little bit better. What this... I want it to be perfect. All right, so we're just going to push out kind of assault columns up like this. Boom. We'll have the corps artillery right behind. And we're just going to push Mansfield's whole corps right out. Then we're going to have to get Veal realigned. We'll just kind of keep them the way that we were going to have them. So Whiting with his Hall rifles, we could probably have him here helping out. That'd be good. Then you got Schurz. I like those where those guns are. That's good. Steedman. Wallace. Let's go double line with him on the far right. These guns. Let's just have the Army of the Cumberland's guns looking out on the right. kind of like this. Boom. That looks good. There we go. That too. We'll have Wallace hanging here on the right. We'll have Mansfield's whole corps empty out the right, center right for the most part in this attack. And we'll shore it up behind him. And probably push Wood's division in again to support. We'll have Mansfield kind of pressing up this way, trying to flank him. And then we'll have Wood come forward behind him and either begin to divert off to the right because we're getting flanked, or help follow up and encourage a turning movement and get in the Reb killing business somewhere down around here if they've got a new corps that's coming on trying to counter this way. So we'll just be in a big battle, I suspect, kind of around here. We'll see. We'll see. You know, got the Cav. I'm making my right flank basically this right here. So this crossing is the thing this crossing I might worry about, but I don't believe that any rebel troops that might come over this way or from over here or here are going to march through all of this thick wilderness. I mean, maybe along this trail and then come through here and then all the way around and then to Owl Creek. So I don't believe that they can flank me around this side of Owl Creek. And then what I believe is that if I just stick cavalry out here willy-nilly, they'd be able to see. That's for sure. I'll tell you what, let's take Gibbs. I think you're right. I think you're right. We need, for recon purposes, right? I think you're right. Let's take Gibbs and let's have him be here. Veal in a central position with his army. Kind of more here, I'd say. And then Gibbs and his Cav division, we'll move them out first. And we'll kind of head out this way with them. And we'll have scouts out. So let's go ahead. Let's do this thing. Let's go. Gibbs gets the order first to move out to about this crawl. They moved back. Look at that. The Rebs adjusted. Okay, well, let's move Gibbs out anyway. Let's just move it kind of more to here. And let's see what we've got. Let's have skirmishers out. Let's use the skirmish line a little bit here to try and poke and prod and see where these SOBs went to. Let's come on out with these skirmishers. Here and here. If we get a new opportunity to attack somewhere else, we'll try to figure out how to be flexible right here. Let's come forward. Let's come forward. Let's get Zook's scouts out. Yep. Merritt, get your scouts out. Yep. Pennington Jr. doesn't have enough. I see what they have done, at least partially. Look at this. So look at these clever AI Rebs here, man. Wow. All right. Credit to chat. Credit to chat. Chat. I was presuming where our fight would be, and that's not where it is. Now, I sent the cavalry out on the right on the first day. Hey, I did it then. But they came back. They got pushed back in by a limited deployment zone. Damn it. So, yeah, we'll scout out the right. And it would appear, indeed, that maybe the Rebs are just in a big line along here. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go 2 times as this gets rolling. We need to see what's out here for sure. Let's send some more cav out. Uh-oh. Allergies are on fire tonight. All right. Custer is going to come out. Burton will come out too. Let's see what we can see. Zook. You come to here. Merritt. Right there. We could still just push towards Shiloh Church. That's something we could probably still do. Yeah. Well, we've got like I say, we've got an avenue right through here. Just pushing straight this way. Seems to me like this is the flank. And Mansfield's Corps, along with the Army of the Cumberland, could still do a job over there. Meat cutter. Meat cutter, man. You're helping me out, bud. See, this is why you do this with company, right? This is why you do this with company. You help your streaming friend not embarrass himself. All right, we're at 5:43 a.m. Scouting the enemy positions here pretty well. They have abandoned this line of entrenchments and have built a couple of others back this way. Wow. Okay, I think our plan of attack has to be to. I don't think an attack across all these creeks down this way is going to work. I think an attack right through here is the only thing that's going to work. I think that's how it's going to have to be. So let's have Smith. Let's put him and his division in a move straight to right here. Nagel goes here. Heinzelman goes here. Wood with you detached. Whiting. Rest of Wood's division will go. What I'm hoping, Meat Cutter, appreciate you. What I'm hoping is we can drive through here like a hammer, and we may do some charging. This may be, oh, shit. We didn't do a command to not care about roads. Okay. That's our fault. All right, Wood. I want you boys. They'll care about roads. But they're going to get set up kind of here to help out. The cav will be here too. We're getting shot at there, most likely. Maybe we'll confound the rebel commandos. But yeah, it's going to happen out here for sure. It's kind of a, you know, it's our, I see it as our best option. Not our only option, but our best one. We could go ahead with Lyon's division. Push forward to these here, like that, and set up guns here and just get the left that much further forward. Have Cullum's division come out on Indian's Mound, boom, with these guns as well, boom. Go ahead and move the left out. Okay, we're going to have troops coming out here like so. Let's bring it down to play. Very well. Got eyes out as best we could. Eyes out. We've got a big Confederate force on their right, and we're going to hammer it best we can. Let's, with this brigade, go ahead, turn, face, and fire. There we go. Let's get our skirmishers up. Boom. Boom. All right, so first engage will be Shaw's brigade. Looks like they'll be taking some heavy casualties, but they'll be firing at artillery. Got a little infantry going to get mixed up in it. We'll line up off their right with Bull Nelson's brigade. He's a good brigade. Dillon up behind them. We're kind of banking it all on this attack, to be honest with you. Mansfield's corps. And then we're going to have to play defense beyond that, most likely. Let's have Wallace's division come forward to here. This guy's still stable. Good, good, good. This brigade, let's bring them here for now. And then the order is going to go out to the rest of the division commanders to not worry about roads. Whoa, we got a gifted membership from the Meat Cutter tonight. Brother, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Elvers Mar jumps in as a new member. Thank you to the Meat Cutter, the man who's been away from cutting meat for a bit, but who comes on here to help me cut up the Rebs on a Grand Tactician playthrough. You are the man, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. The love and the support. It is something. Okay, we're underway. On the move on the left with Bayard over here. Let's move him up. Whiting detached. Good. Yep, let's get them up forward. Davis can move up here. Ah, shit. Okay, they turned around. No, fire there. All right, so we've got this division in there first. We don't want to get too close. We'll let the skirmishers do most of the fighting over here since we're up against the entrenchments. Shaw, you got skirmishers you can have out in front of you, bud? No, that's a bad idea. No, actually, that may not be such a bad idea. Let's lay down. Let's lay down with Nelson's brigade. Shaw is going to come after these guns. Try to rout them. Brave move. They're stacked up over here on their right. Got a lot of troops over there. Heinzelman's division. Have you assault. Go. Let's do this, man. Desperate attack. We'll have fun with it tonight. Yeah, you, at this rate, at this point, here goes Shaw. You're committed, and now it's in God's hands, as General Lee would say, right? Now it is in God's hands. And you just kind of read, react, and do the best you can to maximize tactics. Let's start trying to direct these brigades. Let's come forward. He's in an attack order. Okay, I need Mansfield to get closer, damn it. That's one mistake I've already know that I made. Okay, we don't have the Corps commander up here. He stayed in the rear like a dummy. Nagel. Double time. He already is. Good. Veal. Get on up here. Lay down. Yep. Lay down. We're not ready to push it just yet. Come on, boys. This thing kind of fell apart on us a little bit here. It probably was a bad idea. And we'll be fighting on the other side of the entrenchments there on the left. Alright, here we go, trying to get outlined up here. How about Zook comes over to the wide flank? How about Merritt comes here to help kind of boost morale? That works for me. Wallace is moving ahead. He's actually further forward than Nagel. So we've got only 2 divisions up. Pretty poorly executed attack. That's my fault. I take blame. Boomski. Let's lay everybody down here. Let's get skirmishers out though. Let's just get skirmishers out and let's just hang tight over here. Let's have Davis, or rather Whiting. Let's move him here. Skirmishers, come on out here. Skirmishers all across the line. We just need to basically hang tough over here for just a little bit. Yep, need to move up some artillery over here. You're completely on point there. Let's get these guns up here. These guns right here. These guns. These are the Army of the Cumberland's guns. They're just going to have to share. Hicks guns. Come on out. Run up there, boys. Run up there. We'll have some skirmishers kind of hanging on tight on the line up here. Run up there, boys. Here we go. That'll be fine. Get some guns up to help out over here on the right. That's Mr. P. Thank you. Appreciate you. Got to give that shout out, man. He helped me there. No doubt about it. You don't have to pay a super chat in order to save me from myself. Let's advance. Or I'll tell you what, we'll let Heinzelman do what he thinks is best with this assault over here. Boy, it'd be good to have some guns over here, wouldn't it? Let's have Benedict. Let's have him set up some guns over there. Let's have this battery come on over at the Shiloh Church. Yeah, they're not formed up anywhere out there on the far right. Doesn't look like. Looks like they're engaging me here. Let's get skirmishers out on both sides of here. Got guns that'll be pumping into them. Flank. Alright, we want wood. Let's get that artillery up first. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. So, that's a good question, Cutter. I appreciate that. I've gotten maybe, some could accuse me of getting a little too creative with the formation of my armies. Oh, here we go. Okay, Whiting, come forward a little bit further. They're going to charge move this gap in the line. So we need Shirts to come out here. Charge move and double quick time, go. Wow, this is an interesting little move we allowed for the Rebs to do. Whiting. Yeah, keep on it. Burton. Okay, Cummings. We're waiting on orders from Wood. Shaw's going to come back to his brigade commander. And they're going to try to hit this area of my line. Look at that Reb move. Nagel. Assault. Heinzelman. Assault. Heavy fight over here. Artillery coming forward slowly but surely. Let's go double time with everybody right here. Boom. Ooh, Nelly. With our Hall rifles. I want to believe we can hold them. Shirts. Yeah, come all the way forward to there, bud. And let's give his division commander right now a defend command. Ah, Butterfield's pulling back. Nagel just got his assault order. He's trying to figure out how best to carry it out over here. Got to trust the AI a little bit. Shirts is in it now. Nah, not really, actually. Let's go ahead and let's charge move forward with the Hall rifles. Let's have the Enfields get into range. Go. Double time, buddy. Guns are up. Good. Woo, buddy. This terrain, not so great. Scouts with Merritt's troops right out here. Gibbs, get yourself out here. Like that. Pennington Jr. right here. Hey, we got a Brave Brigade coming forward right here. Good. Right here. Look at that. Holy snap. Okay, we got coming on the run in this part of the line. Good. Okay, I'm thinking maybe we throw Wallace from the Army of the Cumberland at this. We just throw him at it. And if we lose, if we break on this right flank, so be it. But we just go... Nope, that's Veal. That's the whole army. That's not what we want. Wallace, just come all the way here. Boom. Yeah, use the roads. That's fine. You can see us continuing to push them back here. Let's go ahead. Make that order. Do it. Do it. Let's get back in range and fire there. Let's have some skirmishers out from here and here. Guns are up. Good. Yeah, not the best executed attack. Yeah. It's a little dodgy in the center. Little dodgy in the center. Whiting and these other boys are doing good out here, though. Here comes Wallace to try to turn this flank for real. I'd say we get this cav out here. Just Merritt. Just get them. Oh, that's his scouts. Let's get the brigade. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get them set up there. And then as Wallace gets his attack underway, hopefully we can get the cav out on the other end, you know, around the side and in the rear and harassing. Shaw's back. Lay down. Skirmishers out. Skirmishers out. Skirmishers in, rather. Here goes Lucas. He's going to drive off whoever this is. Looks like this is the group here that's going to be the toughest. This group of artillery needs to chill and go there. All right, we got them moving back in the center. Man, we just kind of... We got to outlast them a little bit here. This action on this right side, this is going to be the crucial part of the battle, I do believe. Oh, here they come over here. Skirmishers out. Skirmishers out, boys. Bayard's corps going to be hard-pressed. Davis has got to come over here and help. Charge move to there. Go double time. Custer, same. Charge move double time. Woo! Yeah, no kidding. I think that the AI knows that it outnumbers me. I think. And look at this. We've got a whole bunch of them streaming for the rear now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 brigades coming on the right. I'd say this brigade right here under Ransom should come down right here. Go. Retreat move. Yeah, do that. Call it double time retreat move. I like that. Oh, we're moving right on at him. Fire that way, boys. There we go. That is who? Broadheads Brigade. Okay, now I want not Shaw, although it would be good to get him going. But who is... shoot, that was Bayard. No, Mansfield. Sanford into an attack. All right, we seem to be doing all right over here. Again. It's just its attack on the right. It's kind of faltered. It's not being executed very well. I think the AI sees what it's got here and isn't a big fan of trying to push this through. We still haven't managed to push off these guns. This is going to be a messy one, fellas. I don't know about this one, y'alls. Here comes Burnside out here to do something. Ransom, get up there. Over on the left, here's Ransom again, just coming up on 8:30 a.m. We're going to dismount in loose order up here. Same with Davis. Get more troops up on the line right there. Good. Here comes Burnside. So we're just, I guess, the AI is interested in swamping these stacks of Confederate troops up a little bit with fire superiority, it seems like. What are we going to do? Okay, we can still shoot with these guns. I think we want to bring them right out here, though. These guns are coming out good. These guns are coming up here good. I think I might instead just want to go boom. Okay, they can hit them. All right, now let's go bombard right here with these cannon right on them. Go. Here. We can do that. Bombard. Let's go here. Hit them. Fast and hot, boys. Keep it hot. Okay, we're moving at them now. Moving at them. Morale's going quick, though. We need to get skirmishers out. We need to get skirmishers out. How about you guys come here? Ah, shoot. Okay, no, he's going to bring him there. Ah, I see. Well, we'll bring the scouts back in. We'll dismount. We'll go loose order. And then we're going to attack the flank with the cav. Okay, let's move this cav around. Right here. Charge move there, double quick. Gibbs, get Pennington Jr. out there on the flank, man. Still hanging tough on the left over here. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We're going to lose that battery. Just about positive. Come down here and fire at them. Ransom, change your facing, buddy. He's still confident, but he's taking a lot of losses out here. I would say Kearney needs to attack. Right there. Here comes Merritt over here on the right. Yee! Yee! They did. The AI did a pretty good job in this one. Let's see if we can fold them up here. I have my doubts. Dismount. Loose formation. Fire on them. I think we got him on the fallback on this side. Problem is, we got a long way to go. Custer getting torn up by some artillery out here. Shoot at him. Custer is advancing his troopers forward under fire. Try to save those guns. Got some more out here. These gun crews have stayed in. Look at them with 4 guns remaining. Oh, actually, I think they retook them. Wow. Custer with a brave move here, man. They're getting flanked and everything. Let's come on back. Retreat, boys. Double quick it. They're going to be broken now. Not quite. Ran off some of the rebel artillerymen here. Ooh, this one's tight, boys. Stay in loose formation, damn it. Okay, good. Fire on them. You boys, fire on them. You boys, fire on them. Unstable here with sickles. He's not barely been doing anything. Fire at him. We got some skirmishers on the run. We're pushing past the entrenchments here with Lucas. Look at this, man. Got the guns up here and here. Good, good, good. All right, now these guns stop bombarding and go back to fire at will. These guns go back to fire at will. Holy smokes, can we run these Rebs off, by God? That is the question here on a Sunday night. Can we fold the right? Look at this massive, epic clash. What do we call this? Do we call this... I don't know what we call this. This is a big one in the West. This is the biggest one in the West of the whole campaign. Here we go, Merritt's, boys. Cavalrymen. Oh my gosh, I think we might have broke one of them. Woo, boys, come on. He's up, good, good, good. Oh my word, this is looking good. Just crossing 9 a.m. now. Oh my word. Here we go. Woods Division. Boom. Go. And then Ransom here has got to keep holding. He's in trouble, though. Can we get some skirmishers out? Do it. Let's get Davis. Counterattack with his cavalry. Go. Oh, we keep holding here. We need McConnell to come out, push. We need Whiting to come out right here. Wood drives through the center. He goes for this crossroad and trail there. Oh my word, here we go. Okay, now you boys. Bombarding. Right here. Hit it. You boys. Bombarding. Right there. Hit it. Trying to get these guns up. Veal, get up here with your army, man. Damn it. They got a lot of troops back there, and this is starting to look like a weakening attack. Certain spots. We got Broadhead, who's panicked still. We got some troops back here that are broken. It's not lost resilience routes, though. That's the good part. What are we going to have here? No way! No way! Oh, goodness gracious. Custer wounded. Oh, God. Morale in his brigade still determined. Okay. Okay. Where's his... Oh, Ransom broke. Davis up just in time. Custer's brigade is gone. Okay, he's back here at the Army headquarters trying to rally. He's wounded, everybody. Custer, wounded. He didn't quite lose half of his men, though. So, you know, didn't live entirely up to his reputation, you might say. Didn't get all of his men killed. Got himself wounded instead. Gotta love that. Yeah, readiness is definitely problematic if you don't have enough of it. Skirmishers out from Dillon. Do it. We're folding them over. Trying to bring more guns up on the right in this field right here. See us moving here and here? We got more coming here. I got more guns way out here. Let's bring them up. Okay. Oh my gosh, they've got a lot of troops over this side now. Davis stable, they're doing all right up here. With artillery help. Wood's attack right through here needs to get going, man. We're folding them. Let's get Zook in on this. Jackson runs. Go, go, go. Get the cavalry out there. Okay, bombard. Whoa, no, 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 no. Okay, bombard. Right in there. Go. You boys, keep it hot. Actually, we do have to try and conserve ammo. Got to break. Lucas breaks. Davis breaks. Okay, Cullum, we need to contract the line. Pull back. Here. Retreat, move to there, boys. These guns, pull back. Here. These guns, pull back. Here. McConnell, reposition. Here. Whiting stays where he is. Let's just keep putting pressure on with Whiting and those Hall rifles. And we really need to get these troops on the move. Okay, we're turning them. We're having to turn a little bit ourselves. That's okay. We'll let them, if they want to kind of come out, that's fine. We'll fight them with Wood and the remainder of Lyon. Burton over here could be useful. And then the rest of the attack over this way. Shee-mini Christmas. Oh my word. In the reports we could call this a good recon and force. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. Holy crap. I think we're starting to fold them and get them here on this side, I think. Beatty, get into the action over here, dude. How about we send some skirmishers out at least, huh? How about we do that? All right. Gonna get over here with the Cav. Cav is doing pretty good this time around. Okay, Merritt. We're gonna have you mount up. We're gonna have you come on further out here. Like so. So I'd say we don't need to push ahead quite as aggressively anymore. So let's go Heinzelman attack. Sanford attack. Yep. Nagel attack. Good. Good. Okay, this is kind of working out. Looks like we pushed him back here. Schertz is going to push into his position in the center there. It's good. Let's pull back here. Bayard with his corps command will go to this crossroads right there. Wood coming. Good. These guns coming. Good. These guns coming. Fantastic. Burnside rallied but unstable. Bring him up into this field where we got all of our troops. Zook will be out here on the flank now. Let's combine all these troops. Let's advance here to the fence. Go. Let's fire. Let's have these boys get their scouts back. Dismount. Loose order. They've got their Colt revolving rifles over here, huh? Go. They're very tired, though. So, could be a problem for us. We shall see. Yeah. Gotta hope our right can finish this job here, man. Hope that we can... get enough of them on the run. Most likely start running back here with cavalry to try to catch broken troops best we can. Okay, we've gotten the left short up pretty good here. We need to get Lawler's guns out of here, though. Get them back. Here they come. Wood taking his sweet time. I think we're breaking them over here. Gibbs, get on up here with your division, man. He was back there having a beer. Lost focus. Dylan, yeah, keep hammering them. Gross is part of Wood. All right. Bull, Nelson's troops in the line of entrenchments right here officially. Looks like with their Springfield rifled muskets. Gonna waylay those boys. Fantastic. Heavy artillery fire in here. Set those rebels to flight. Let's move these guns up to the edge of the field right here. Let's have these guns do the same kind of thing right there. Benedict's guns. Let's roll them out on the all the way right here. Go, go, go. Double time it, Benedict. Nelson really the only one out here fighting right now, taking heavy casualties. Let's have these guns target them. Let's have these guns target here. Have these guns target right there. This, yeah, what I would say here is, I got a little more than I bargained for even on the campaign map when I launched this offensive. I only thought, I'll be honest with you, 100%, that McCown's corps, the rebel corps that was directly in my way, I thought that they would just start retreating. I thought that they were still in bad enough shape from the earlier siege battles that we were fighting to actually just go ahead and retreat. But obviously you can see that was not the case. Oh, these guns, they're still alive. Fantastic. Still alive here. Let's get these troops repositioned to here. Boom. And we'll just kind of come back behind the rise of the hill here. Morgan. Not sure what it is that he's doing. Lucas is nervous again, so he's coming back. Like how our troops are rallying pretty well. Burnside is back to stable. Let's get him up in the line, if he'll go. Here. Broadhead. This is all Lew Wallace's troops who were supposed to come forward and attack. Broadhead's brigade. Come on out. Will they do it? Well, if you're not going to do anything, put out some skirmishers at least. Let's have this battery continue its move ahead to here. Okay. Question now will be, is there a Yankee, or I mean a rebel counterattack coming? That's the question. Goodness gracious, man. Is there a rebel counterattack coming against the left? We should be able to continue folding this side over here. We just kind of got to be careful about it. We kind of got to just be a little careful about it here and make sure that we don't spend all of our troops, because we've got a lot of troops that are roughed up big time. We probably should let artillery do a lot of the work. How's our ammo looking? Okay, still good. Still good here. And maybe we just kind of let this thing roll with artillery in the lead for a little bit. My God, what a terrible slaughter. Well, Cutter, you know, this is 1863, and this is an army that I customized pretty heavily. Here we go. So, you know, this thing ain't over yet, dude. They still are going to get saucy over here on this side. They're not done with me yet, as I presumed. I have not won this thing, suffice to say. They have 2 whole divisions over here still. See this? Boom. Okay, Cullum's got to come back. Go. You boys, go ahead, shooting at them. Good. They're gonna make it tough on me on this side now. It's good we brought wood where we did. This attack is slowing down now. So, yeah, I think I should take a minute before long and try to get into some of that as far as Army organization and things. Yeah, we're making them fall back. So what's important, I think, to mention about Army organization, so I'll go ahead and pause it. This may be a good one to clip. We're at a little past 2 hours here, so I'll try to remember that for the stream. Let's give it a second here. And Cutter, I'm going to go ahead and address this with you right here. And I think it's a good thing to talk about. And thank you very much for that question. So early on in the game, when I did, by the way, this is the culmination up to 1863 of literally, this is my very first campaign playthrough, period. This was a blind playthrough of the game without really digging into the manual really at all. And so I was going off the cuff of an alternate history narrative, kind of more of a role play when I first got started. And so part of what I wanted to do was something that was really different from what was done in history, in hopes that it might actually work in game. And so one of the things that I stuck with for longer than I probably should have, and then Stoic in the chat and the rest of the chat who's been watching along this entire time probably would be able to tell you, is that I didn't form core. I didn't form core really until like the middle summertime or later of 1862. And I should have formed those a whole lot sooner. Things start to kind of just work better with the game. And so I stuck with divisions for a long time. And the one thing I was thinking about with divisions was from time to time, I'll want, just like with a corps, for an independent division to be out on its own, because I only really had, in terms of large size forces, division-sized forces to work with through most of the very beginning of the game in 1861 and even through part of early 1862. There was that working for me, is I was kind of focused on the divisional formation. And so in each division, I was putting infantry, cavalry, and artillery so that any one division, if I needed it to, could operate independently on the campaign map all by itself and have all three arms within its organization, its battle organization. So then things changed, though, and the Confederates introduced corps. And they, and by the way, it's so partly to inform you about why you keep cavalry in divisions is the AI keeps cavalry in divisions too. So it was almost kind of like a play balance thing. I see the AI, they're keeping cavalry in divisions just because. I think it's kind of a Napoleonic model applied to this a little bit in the AI's brain anyway. But they didn't, the AI never puts cavalry out on the flanks and stuff. And so I was also kind of like trying to, kind of like I do, like dance with the AI a little bit, you know, and kind of do a little bit of what they do. And so that was part of the reason I did it. The other thing was that my armies have been and we're always going to be through this campaign. Again, kind of one of these deals. We're playing as the North. I'm tying up one of my arms behind my back. Is all my armies were going to be smaller. Excuse me. And they have been. And so having a gigantic cavalry corps or a big cavalry division wasn't likely to be in the cards for any of my armies outside of the main eastern one, I'd say. And so I ended up with an idea about how I should form the armies, keep divisions tight with all three branches in them. But then I came around to forming corps, and what I've gone with in my corps organization is this, especially with the armies in the east. Okay, is I will, and I haven't done it with the armies in the west, and I think I might change, but what I've gone generally with in the east is each corps will have at least one brigade of cavalry attached directly to the corps, and then we'll have a couple batteries of artillery attached directly to the corps. In this army, I have one division of cav that's dedicated as cav, excuse me, and then I have a few brigades that I can order around with the army commander, because I'm always going to keep him centrally located and in a place where he can get couriers out all across the line anyway. And so I figured having this kind of a cadre under his direct command wouldn't be a bad thing. And I've got the very same thing set up with most of my armies in the east, where there's this reserve contingent that takes orders directly from the army headquarters, and it's mostly in each of my different armies for the most part. It has been cav and artillery. I have had some infantry in those reserve sections before, but it's kind of all transitioned over to just cav and artillery, and it kind of forms up your Army's reserve cavalry and artillery contingent. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's worked any better than how anything else works in the game. It's not historic. It's not realistic. It's not how it was really done. But it's, me putting my own little creative flavor into it and just kind of putting letting circumstance and policy dictate the way that I organize my armies. Circumstance meaning like this force is here, then needs to fold into this army. I need to organize them as quickly as I can, incorporate them into the army as quickly as I can. And so, boom, they're a new corps. They're a new division that's kind of and then there's some of the role-playing involved with the commanders that I've built up, through the years that are good commanders, who maybe there's like a Hancock, right, who commands a division, and I just don't have a spot for him as a corps. I don't have enough troops to give him as a corps commander. So I keep him as a division commander, but he's like an independent division that is attached directly to the army or something like that. Excuse me. And we back to it. Gonna push this way? Okay. Let's try to see if we can get some skirmishers back out. Woo, going a good long stream tonight too, boys. All right, push Wickham back. Wickham. Jackson's coming though. Let's get back into our entrenchments. Go, go, go. These guns can continue to waylay where they are. Good. We'll continue to pressure anything they send at me with these boys. Good. They could come at me one brigade at a time if they'd like over on the far left. That's fine with me. Cullum will come up on the left. Let's bring these guns forward a bit right here. Dunk. Yeah, they're going to try to put pressure on over this way. Bragg, Edward Bragg, and Shirts. Let's have these boys push forward a bit. Here. Here. And may end up having ourselves a little mop-up duty here. Maybe. As we come into the tail end. I mean, it's not even noon yet, though. And there's a lot of rebel brigades that are beginning to rally out here in the rear. So... who's to say precisely? Let's go ahead and put pressure on with the... No, 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 no. Stop. Gibbs Cav out here. Trying to get a little crazy. Let's go right here. Charge move. Fire at them. Okay, no. Stop. Let's have these guns pull up. Ready? Fire! Now we'll have them a little confounded. Morgan's brigade trying to get themselves in order so they can open fire here. Got them in the flank there. They got us over here, looks like. Ooh, no, not quite. Okay, good. Okay, they could still push through over here. Let's have Gross come here. Let's have Steedman just come right here. Yeah, off they go. Yeah, off they go. Okay. Approaching noon. Bit of stalemate now. Bit of a stalemate now. Woods division helping out Lyon over here on the left. And the attack by Cav and 2nd Corps troops continue with Pennington Jr. now on a lost resilience route. Looks like we need Merritt to back up. Get out of there. But yeah, point well taken. I mean, it's yeah, I guess I do it that way without knowing that it's a particularly modern way of going about it. But it seems to make sense for CO to have a contingent that is under his direct command that can go about handling emergencies. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? Beatty's brigade wants to go all the way across the field. What? As part of Wallace's division. I'm not sure about that, Beatty. We're doing a pretty good job of just folding them up over here. I mean, our AI commanders are still on their attack orders, so I think it's up to us really just to keep moving the artillery ahead. Here. Here. The artillery that we can. Let's have them go there. Sickles is back. Looks like we got some troops that are going to shift over to the left on their own accord. Wow. That's pretty impressive, I have to say. I've had 9 concurrents, 10 concurrents, 11 concurrents solid, close to a dozen through the stream tonight, guys. You know, it's just a good time. Get together Sunday night, hang out, right? Had a good weekend. Feeling real good about springtime coming along, man. Shoot. You guys need to stop and shoot. Boom. Don't want to get complacent, but I feel like we're working a victory. Let's get these Hall rifles out there. Double time. Woods division. Handling things in the center. Wickham is routed now. See, now this was more of an even up fight as far as artillery. The Rebs, they had something like 70-some guns. I had 98 guns. So that stuff about the AI Rebs not bringing enough cannon to the fight certainly doesn't prove true in this battle. That's always been a big point of contention and a complaint with Grand Tactician. The AI doesn't know when to bring guns. Yeah, we got him on the run. Let's advance. Let's advance with you. Let's advance with you. Got them on the fallback. Got them on the run. Bringing some guns out. And having some fun. Broadhead. Back at it. Good man. Go ahead. Form up out on this side of the advance, man. Hold sway in the center. This is one where we can just kind of hang tough and just continue to let the hammer swing. Lucas, why don't you, sir, why don't you just come right here? Boom, boom. What kind of weapons we got? Mixed muskets, reboard muskets. Now, one thing that is kind of funny is that the Rebs aren't using with 2 of their brigades any of this cover from the entrenchments. It's a little weird. My guess is that the Rebs are going to run off before long. Let's take a look at something. Yeah, here we go. Oh, who knows, though? They've lost a bunch of their artillerymen, and they've taken quite a few more casualties. We needed that to happen anyway. I want to believe that their casualty rate will continue to climb higher, faster than ours. Here we go. All right, we've just crossed noon. This battle enters the late or early afternoon period with the Rebs on the run, reeling from their left. And some troops, I don't know what they're doing, maybe working their way out on the flank, I'm not sure. Ah, Whiting broke. Oh, he got ripped to shreds. What the world? What in the world? Keep those skirmishers out. Everybody. We're able to hit these Rebs from the parapet here. That's good. Can't really do a bombard command with anybody anymore, I don't believe. Let's have these boys come on out this way. I think, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. They're just trying to fold their flank over here and refuse the line. We're going to keep punching right here, though. Just this messy quagmire of Union troops pushing the attack past the enemy entrenchments. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, it's tough to say who is going to succumb to the pressure first, right? We have fewer men. The condition of their troops is worse, I think. If they manage to break us here, we could be in trouble. That's for sure. Keep those skirmishers out. Keep those skirmishers out. Keep those skirmishers out. Let's send some more from Gross. Shirts, you need to keep your skirmishers out. See, they're defending here. They're content to just continue this firefight, it looks like. Because they know what the casualty... The AI knows, just as well as I do, what the casualty count is and what the percentages are. Let's have Merritt retreat to there. We'll refuse our flank too. The good part about the good news is this attack is making progress against troops that are already pretty banged up. Disorganized Yankee push. No, why don't you guys just go here? Why don't y'all just open up, huh? How about y'all just move up to right here? Do that. Yeah, I got a feeling this probably is a mop-up operation from here. I don't know. Just got that feeling. Hey, we got Davis back. Fantastic. Let's put him out here on the flank. Oop. Now, this is kind of cool from an RP perspective and kind of lore creation. Pike has been a really good Southern Brigade commander, both in the East and out, I'm assuming anyway, out in the West as well. And now he's been promoted to, it looks like, Division Command. That's pretty cool. I like seeing that. All right, so this is becoming unstoppable force over here on the right. I'd say this brigade could continue moving ahead all the way to the edge of this fence or this field. They're running, boys. Augers Brigade. How about we go ahead and pluck some of these guns? How about you send some guys, huh? Go ahead, pluck some of those. Uh-oh, Burnside got himself in a little trouble right here. Burnside, he just came right up on him. Stop and fire, you dummy. Woo! Those Springfields from close range are deadly, man. Holy smokes. Rebs fighting in the field, desperate combat over here on this left flank of the Rebs. Our right Burnside pushing up close. Charge these bastards, go. Let's see if we can send them to flight right before we hit our lost resilience route. With the last 678 men and few regiments, Burnside's command, we're going to dispatch these rebels. Melee. Routed. Broken. Now that's fine, because they're still not in a lost resilience situation, so I'm actually kind of okay with it. Sickles, let's get some skirmishers out. Shirts, keep yours coming, man. We're holding over here. We're holding while this right side pushes. There goes Burnside. Okay, that's fine. He'll go to his commander, Wallace, Lew Wallace. While Wallace starts sending his brigades willy-nilly. Start shooting here. No, oh, Bull Nelson. Wow, he has seen the worst of it up here. I would say that this attack officially on the right has probably run out of steam. There would be 2 brigades, I think, that could push us forward. Broadhead and Lavelle. Let's attack with Lavelle and Broadhead and see what we can do. Let's give them as much artillery support as we can. Here. Keep these guns pounding. Morgan, this is another one. From Nagel. No, Heinzelman's division, which has been in it since the very beginning. They're going to come down this side. Let's have them attack like that. Works for me. These guns here. There we go. Broke them. Fantastic. Let's push. Let's push. And then here we just have to keep holding. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! This has been a fun one, dude. This is a cool major battle. This has got kind of the shades of Shiloh on it already, you know, having been a bloody battle of that in history. This Shiloh battlefield encounter, this has been something else, man. Look at all this devastation. Holy cow. Especially on this right side. through the center too. Skirmishers are going to run back to the line. God, I feel like the Rebs could kind of come at us in this spot, but they're not doing it. Okay, Sanford and everybody, let's get you into a defend now. I think we've done enough. Wallace, please defend. Nagel, defend. Like, I want to put them in a defend at the divisional level. That way I think I get a little bit more leeway with their troops. Seeing as how the Rebs are running off, right? We don't have a lot to defend against, so I'll be able to take over a little bit more. This brigade, who's that brigade? That Southern Brigade right there. Hanson. He's holding off a lot. Let's go, Augers Brigade. Why don't you come right out at him? Why don't you lay down? Bingo! Oh! Oh, that's gonna be it for them, man. That's gonna be it for them. All it took was laying down with that one unit. Holy crap! Okay, I like that just fine. I like that just fine. All right, face that way, boys. Let's go to the edge of the field right here, boys. Lucas, still in decent shape. Come on over here, Lucas. Bull Nelson's brigade. I mean, honestly, I think we probably just have to continue playing defense. Get Morgan out here. Have him attack. Oh no, that's okay. That's Morgan's artillery contingent. Let's bring Morgan out. Lavelle, Morgan. Let's bring Lavelle out here. And we'll be able to continue pushing with this one division over here, but that's about it. How are we looking? Okay, they're approaching 30%. And they're not ready to retreat yet. What are we working here officially? A minor victory is all. Wow. What a fight, folks. What a fight. I think, honestly, we're going to have to pause it. We're going to have to save it. We're going to have to wrap that one up for tonight. It is Sunday night. It's getting a little late for your guy here. But the epic conclusion of this battle will be coming up on the next stream. You can bet that. Grand Tactician, the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. I have so much fun doing this. So much freaking fun. Oh, my gosh. Another action-packed stream tonight. I feel tired. I can get sweaty. Holy moly. Thank you for everybody jumping in the chat, helping out tonight, keeping me company as we go through the playthrough and continue our Union campaign. You guys are the best. Call out to Meat Cutter. Appreciate all the OG folks who jumped in as well. You guys continue to support the channel, and that's awesome. Congrats to Elversmar for his new membership. And, of course, a thanks again to all you out there who continue to support the channel in all the ways that you do. I am going to be back live tomorrow night. We're going to jump back into some Foxhole, guys. I gotta scratch the itch, dude. I love that game. Can't wait to get back to that one. We'll get back into Grand Tactician to finish up this battle the next time around. We'll get to the other side of it. I feel like we probably have a victory coming, so we'll kind of mop up, finish up the battle, see where it ends up, get back on the campaign map, and push the campaign forward from there. We're getting to where I think we're going to grind into like a, trying to push the victory to the bitter end with the South, lashing out desperately at us here as we get toward the end. We'll find out as 1863 marches on as we get into June and the middle of summer in the campaign ahead. Again, I'm Bank 60s, your humble and gracious player host here at Alternate History Gaming. Don't forget, give us that thumbs up. It helps out. Comment, subscribe. If you've been subscribed for a little while, consider becoming a member for as little as $2 a month, and I appreciate you for the consideration in any case. Thank you guys so much once again. I'll make sure